Hey everyone, it's Bob Crossan. I'm the editorial director for the Endeavor Business Media Water Group, and I'm here with Ro Amelung. She is director of startup and commissioning for McCarthy Building Companies. Thanks so much for being here, Ro.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so what we wanted to talk to you about is some employee engagement programs. First of all, congratulations on your position with McCarthy. I know that
Okay.
that was the reason that we even started the interview, but congratulations on that first and foremost. But one of the things that caught my eye in your bio was your employee engagement program items that were in there. I thought that was really interesting, considering that workforce tends to be a very big topic for utilities right now, and it's a big challenge. So I wanted to ask you, what kinds of employee programs are you doing? But first and foremost, why are they so important?
Yeah, well, I mean, here at McCarthy, we believe employee engagement programs are very important just because highly engaged partners really they really help facilitate to have better partnerships with our external partners, engineering and trade partners, as well as happy clients. We believe that all of our employees should be emotionally connected to our company and not just another number, and really link with and feel our core values and purpose.
Yeah. Well, I think you make a good point there. A happy employee is a more productive employee. So I would imagine that, at its core, it's a pretty good idea to keep them engaged.
Yeah, we believe, I mean, especially our McCarthy is a 100% employee owned company. And
Hmm.
so, we feel like we really should provide our employees, not only the best training and opportunities in their day job, but also give them so many other opportunities to connect with other partners and the community, and really just embrace everything that we have to offer.
Hmm. So what kinds of ideas and programs have generated the most success for employee engagement programs that you've worked on?
Yeah, let's see. One of the programs that we have here is our Heart Hats, and it's really all of the philanthropic activities that we do as a company.
Mm.
As a community builder, we want to help support the neighbors that we're living next to and the communities in which we build. I actually know one of our project teams. We're building a wastewater treatment plant over in Kansas City, and I know members of that team, they helped build a deck at a retirement community where it was starting to needed better access for all of the people that live there. So it's really great to see them translate what they do as a day job to help the community.
Yeah, yeah, engaging their work in a way that adds to fulfillment in like a different type of fulfillment, because you can be fulfilled with work, but having this volunteerism essentially creates that different level of fulfillment. It's not the same.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we get that big mission out there, not just like be a builder for your day job, but what else can you do for your people in the community?
Hmm. Yeah. So I mentioned at the top, like workforce being a big challenge for a lot of folks in this industry. And I mentioned utilities specifically, but I think that it goes far beyond that. It's also the engineering firms, the consulting firms, also construction firms and contractors. You guys deal with this as well. How important do you see these types of programs being to addressing these challenges with workforce in the future?
Well, I can see it on a couple different levels. I mean, as we've known that the workforce, from a staff point as well, and probably more so from a craft perspective, that it's declining. So these community efforts that we're doing, so they're not only volunteer communities, but they're also opportunities for us to engage with local schools and help introduce them to all of the different opportunities and roles that they can have within the construction industry. We do a lot of activities to introduce them, young children to the construction industry from like different STEM programs.
Hmm.
I know we also hold like a construction 101 event where you can have like hands-on activities in the different trades, whether it's carpentry and piping, and so it's led by some of our staff engineers, but also we have some of our craft workforce engaged in that too. So and some of these events are even female led. So it provides
Mm.
a safe environment for young females to learn about the industry too, led by, and they can see other strong females within the industry that are succeeding.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing I'm in hearing what you were saying there, it made me think of I spoke with our industry icon this year, and one of the things that he mentioned and that he thinks would be really useful and successful is if we could bring back shop to high schools and middle schools. And it feels like
Yes.
you're kind of fulfilling that niche, that role, that void that is kind of there with this type of volunteer work. And I totally agree with him on that. And I think that it's great that you guys are doing that. Do you have any thoughts on what I just mentioned there about what we heard from our industry icon?
I love that idea. And I think, sometimes uh, young people, they don't know what they don't know. They drive
Hmm.
by, drive by a construction project on the roadway, or maybe they see a crane out in the field. But there are so many different opportunities, and I think the hands-on portion of that really starts to lock in, like it, and like get people excited about what this could be. I know the first time I attempted my first weld, it wasn't pretty, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Roy. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me about this today. Like I said, I think it's a really important thing to highlight and make sure that other people are aware of just the types of things that you can do to engage your employees and to retain them because, it's not just about hiring. It's also the retention of those employees and making sure that the value that they're bringing to your organization is being shared with the value that they want in their life. So, thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Bob.